Well, thanks a lot for jumping on a call, Chelsea. If you wouldn't mind just to begin with, to anyone listening, introducing your business and a little bit about yourself, please.
Yeah. So my business is 23 and 9 Creative, and I sell Squarespace website templates, and also education for other Squarespace website designers looking to get into the template space. And I've been doing this since my business started in about 2012, and I've been really serious about templates since 2019.
Fast forward to the template world that you're in now. What
Mhm.
was your biggest challenge before deciding to work with SEO Space?
I always knew there was more room for my business to grow and people to find me through SEO, but I just didn't have the time or the capacity to become an expert at that, to be honest. That was not where my knowledge was. My knowledge is in design, and so that was not part of it. And so I knew that it was finally time where I needed to invest in having an expert help me with this because it was not something that I was going to ever be able to do on my own as much as I wish I could be. That's just not the reality.
And I think that ties on to Chelsea in 23 and 9, they came to work with us for our peace of mind package. And by the sounds of that, that was exactly what you were looking for.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. And what made this, I don't know if we've actually spoke about whether you considered other options, but if you did or if you didn't, like what made our service stand out from other options that you potentially considered?
Yeah, I mean, in general, I was looking, I had talked to people about people that they've used, was looking around just to try to find, and I had found you. Actually, well, you cold emailed me about SEO space, and
I did.
a lot of times I do admittedly ignore those emails. For some reason, I was like, I think it was the topic. I was like, oh, SEO, great, I need this. So I replied back to you and we chatted a bit. And then when I had been thinking about it for a while after you'd emailed me, and I was like, I think when I saw that you had customized package, because I used the tool and it was awesome and I loved the information it showed me, but I didn't have the time to
Yeah, of
fix all these
course.
problems
Of
myself.
course.
And so, yeah, I just needed someone to do it for me. And I was like, well, if this guy created this amazing app that works like this, I am pretty sure he is going to know what I need to do and how to do it. So the package really stood out to me with all of the things that were included. It was exactly what I was looking for. And I was very impressed with everything once I spoke to you just about your professionalism and, great personality and really like seemed to understand and want to help. And it wasn't just another person or another number, but you really seemed to be invested in what I was doing and how you could truly help me.
Thank you. And for context, for I didn't cold email Chelsea about the services. I cold emailed
No,
about
no, no.
the
It was
plugin.
about SEO
Yeah, yeah,
space.
yeah,
Yeah, to use
yeah,
SEO space. Yes,
yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Because I'd seen Chelsea, I was like, okay, that's cool. I want to connect with her. And then, like, maybe a couple months down the line,
Yeah, I think
we
it
then
was.
had the
Yeah.
conversation, which I think is like we chatted because had those common interests. That's why I
Yeah,
reached out and then it flowed through. And that's what people often
totally.
say. All we do is Squarespace. All we do is Squarespace SEO. So, hopefully we are the person that comes to mind when
Right. And I
you
mean,
think of that.
there's a lot of stuff out there that, Squarespace has terrible SEO and like you're never going to be able to achieve optimal SEO if you use Squarespace, which is very annoying. And
Yeah.
so, but I've never seen to that point someone who was just Squarespace SEO. And so I was like, okay, this is the niche that I need because they really understand not only my business and what I do, but also the Squarespace side of things. And clearly that's what they're focusing on, and that I had not seen that before.
Yeah, exactly. Which probably flows quite well onto the next question, which is what made you happiest about working with SEO Space?
What you delivered was so actually above and beyond what I had expected, even from I knew it was going to happen. You went through the package with me, but it was just so much more than I was expecting that I was going to have to do some little things here and there. And I mean, you guys just absolutely went above and beyond. The communication was so good, so quick. Always, you were always emailing back right away. I was so impressed with that and just really impressed with the time and care that you put into my project and what I got out of it in the end was just amazing. It was so much more, like I said, than what I was expecting.
Thank you. think the
Yeah.
team's gonna watch through that and be super happy as well.
Yes, they
Um,
should be. I
yeah.
truly was so impressed.
Thank you. And you said that, we went above and beyond, which is exactly what I want to hear. Like, how do you describe the service to someone listening to this?
I mean, you did a huge audit of my website of what I was doing right, wrong, mostly wrong, just because I didn't know what I was doing. And you laid it all out for me and then actual steps to fix that and not things that I mean, yes, of course, afterwards I have to do stuff to keep up with it, but the steps to get to where it needed to be so that I could just casually keep up with it, you implemented everything from one of the things I was most impressed with was that you resized all of my images that were there. When that was on the list, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, carve out some time to do that." And then all of a sudden, I got an email that was like, "Oh, the images have all been uploaded," and I was like, "What?" That was all done for me, and I couldn't believe that, and so there were just things like that that I was just expecting to do, especially as a business owner, like, I know how things work, and this was just, like I said, above and beyond.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got an extremely talented team behind the scenes that
Yeah,
know a lot more than me, and a lot faster than me to get those things done. So
yeah,
again, I think they're going to love hearing that back through.
yeah,
And
good.
final question: if anyone watching this is on the fence of working with SEO space, what would you say to them?
Well, to be honest, I was too, not because of you, but just because of the investment. It's a big investment for your business. And I know I went back and forth with you a lot when we were first talking because I was just trying to make that decision of, is this really what I need to do right now? And the answer is yes, you need to do it. Because this is a way to it is a untapped tool for a lot of people because of the same reasons that I had. You don't have time, you're not an expert in it.
Yeah,
Especially if you're not even a designer, you just have a what, you're like a local shop or a brick and mortar or you sell courses, whatever it is, they're going to understand your business model and take a lot of time to understand what you do and what your pain points are, what your customers are trying to find and what they're searching for about your business. And I mean, just looking at the stats from last year at this time to this year, my clicks have doubled from working together. And I just think it's a really powerful tool that we either think we know or we say, like, we'll get to it someday. But this is one of those areas where having an expert do it is going to give you so much more than
yeah,
you trying
yeah.
to hack it.
Yeah, exactly. Skipping the queue or yeah, cutting through the fat, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I would say to anyone listening is on the SEO space site, you'll be able to book a discovery call with me. And I think what I like to say makes that stand out is it really is a discovery call. I can't remember how many calls we jumped on, Chelsea, or how many emails we had.
Quite a few. Yeah, quite
Yeah.
a few.
We've got the plugin, more free resources than anyone else in the world has about Squarespace SEO.
Yeah,
We've got the services. We're soon going to have a Squarespace SEO course. There's an option for everyone. I'm not going to sell
everyone.
you
Yeah,
on the service if that isn't the thing for you. Yeah, we've got more options than anyone. So, yeah, thanks for sharing your input there, Chelsea.
absolutely.
Wishing you a fantastic 2024. And yeah, thanks again for recording the video.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything you did.
Cheers, Chelsea.